Yes. Hello viewers and welcome to Daily Politics. I'm Hamza Idris. On the program tonight, we'll be talking to Alhaji Musa Kura Abubakar. He's the President, Nigeria Association of Auctioneers, and also Honorable Anas Abdullahi Kaura. He served as Special Assistant, right, on Urban Development to former Governor Matawalli of Zamfara State. Am I correct?
Yes.
Yeah. They join us to discuss the recent developments in the polity since the inauguration of new leaders at both national and sub-national levels. So welcome to the program, gentlemen.
Yeah, thank you very much.
We'll take a short break, and when we return, the conversation commences. Don't go away. Welcome back. Alhaji Musa, I think I should start with you as the President of Nigeria Association of Auctioneers. Yeah. How did you receive the inauguration of President Bola Tinubu? And also, it's a double-barrel question, his first step, the decision he has taken on petroleum.
So, I would like to welcome our viewers to this important program. And Alhamdulillah, so far so good. And on the inauguration, we've congratulated the President, Alhaji Bola Tinubu, on several occasions, on or before the...
Okay, since he won the election.
Since he won the election, we've been talking about his leadership qualities, and we welcome him to the field. And a
rough one indeed, right?
A rough one indeed. We are all Nigerians, so we know what our country is. And as you said, the first step, they said first cut is the deepest. And
okay.
And this issue of, I'm sure you want to talk about the issue of subsidy and so.
Yeah, subsidy removal. Subsidy now a liter 530. Yeah. I don't know how much is it in Bauchi or in Maiduguri. Some said 700 and all.
Sure, I wouldn't want to talk about maybe other places.
Yes.
Let me talk about where I reside, and that is the FCT. I have not gone to take fuel since this brouhaha has started, so I wouldn't want to comment on how much a liter is in the filling stations. But what I discovered recently, yesterday and today, the queue has reduced drastically, unlike the first day that the new system was announced. So for that reason, I think the euphoria will go away if we are patient. And if you don't travel out of this country, you wouldn't know what it is. Okay. So to be very frank with you, I don't want to say that we're having it so cheap and so easy.
Okay.
But when you travel out of, just go to places like our neighboring countries like Niger,
Cameroon, Chad,
Benin, and all
Ghana.
Go and find out. Sometimes it's even better for you to go and buy the fuel in black market than to go and buy it in the filling station, because
in neighboring countries.
In neighboring countries, because mostly the fuel is smuggled to those countries from our country here, and it's cheaper to buy the smuggled one than to buy the official one at the official rate. So, but to Nigerians, it's a new thing. Mostly to those that don't travel out of this country. But I can tell you that if you are used to traveling out of this country, you know that anywhere you go in this world, even in Saudi Arabia, fuel is not as cheap as Nigeria.
So is it a step in the right direction, what the president did?
If you go back to history, if you look at during late Abacha's time,
yes,
you find out that he decided to increase the price of fuel, and he now established PTF.
Yeah, Petroleum Trust Fund, headed by the immediate past president.
Yeah. And we knew what happened at that time. We knew what they did with the money. That was the increase in fuel. So we hope, personally, I hope the president is going to do the same thing. If he has to remove the subsidy, let's see it on ground. Let's see what he's going to do there.
All right. Anas, yes, you share with Musa, because I can see clearly where he's heading to. That tough decision must be taken, right?
Of course.
So that Nigeria will be fine.
Exactly.
Do you agree with what he said, or is wrong approach by President Tinubu?
No, it is not a wrong address by the President Tinubu.
Okay.
Is it Malam Musa, your name? Yes.
Hamza, yeah.
You know, in a politics, there is many things in a leader they're supposed to do. What Tinubu has did is right. You know, this sometimes that they say the subsidy for oil, it is used to go for some some people. Not all the people in Nigeria are benefiting in that subsidy. So what he did is right. Me, I'm supporting of what he did.
Wow. So you are on the same page?
Yes.
Yes. You mentioned something, because many Nigerians are really confused. And it's like, of course, PTF days. Many years now.
The good old days.
Yes. Many young generation, they are not even aware of it. And it was just a fraction, I think, the addition that was set aside in a specific account that Buhari was able to turn around all sectors, because there was no sector that did not benefit
all sectors
from that. We were discussing this in the morning. Now, are you saying that there should be something along that line, a replica of PTF to be entrusted in the hands of somebody who can actually replicate what happened those decades?
You see, it might not be the same approach.
Okay.
To be realistic, you know, for you to say they should establish something like PTF, everybody has his own approach.
Because Obasanjo, when he came, he said it is not within the law.
Exactly.
That was what he said, and he scrapped it.
What we are saying basically is that this issue of subsidy, removing the subsidy is just inevitable. If we have to be realistic, it's just inevitable. There's nothing you can do about it if we have to be realistic. But what we are saying, or this is my personal opinion,
yes,
if the president will use the opportunity of removing the subsidy and do something tangible with the economy and the infrastructure, because everything is decayed. There is no aspect of this, the system that has not collapsed. So everybody, all hands are on deck. Everybody is looking up to him to see what he's going to do with the country. Because to be very fair to the former president, he has done his best. But this is Nigeria for you. It's the most complicated country.
Some are saying his best wasn't enough.
Yeah, that you can never please Nigerians. It's not possible. You just do your best and just go. Tell me one president that has been praised in this country.
Most heroes, they are only praised after they leave. Maybe in the next 1 year. Even though Nigerians generally, or significant number, they are praying that let it be better.
Madam, we are just pessimistic people. That's to say the truth. We are just pessimistic people. And we are always doing the wrong thing. Yeah. What do I mean by that? You see, religiously speaking, if you look at both Christianity and Islam, they said you should be praying for your leaders. Not always cursing them.
And here we don't do that.
And that's what we used to do. Let me give you an example. Assuming you have one of your kids that has derailed, and every day you wake up, you say, What are you going to do with this kind of kid? The more he get hardened. But the moment you and the mother and anybody you know that can help you pray to God to get him back to life, that is what we need to do, and that is what both the scripture says. You should be praying to your leaders. But that is what we don't do in this country. All we know how to do is to find fault in our leaders, criticize our leaders, curse them, and at the end, we pay the price. This is the truth, whether anybody likes it or not. But the way things are in this country as of today, if you have to get it right, you have to step on toes. And like my brother here said, when you talk about the subsidy, it's a scam. It's a serious scam. It has to go. It's a fucking scam.
Okay. Anas, you've seen it now. But some people have started even discussing that he is yet to start making serious appointments, unlike what we started seeing in some states. You are a member of APC. Why do you think the delay? Is it that there is so much pressure around the president, or maybe it is when he got to the room, he realized that the elephant in there is really big. He's still studying the elephant to know where to put the trap.
I'm sorry. I'm always used to ask the name. Malam Hamza, how comes somebody has been swearing in just on Monday? He entered office on Monday, and now at least he spent 5 to 4 days. So at a distance, you cannot even to talk about the appointment now. You must study. If you see the senators and the House of Representatives are not swearing in often now.
Yeah, they're supposed to.
So if even the minister,
what is the point of appointing people now?
Yeah.
Because
you agree with what Anas is saying?
No, what we are saying, even if you appoint, if you
appointed a minister, who is going to?
No, we're talking about basic acts like
his personal aides.
The Federation.
Yes.
No, the secretary.
No, he has appointed the chief of staff today. Yes.
Well,
you have started.
No. It has been disputed.
No.
It has been disputed. That one has been disputed.
I think it's a rumor.
It's a rumor.
That's more of a rumor.
So you can see, Musa, what we are saying is, sometimes you made one significant statement.
If I can say something like 1 minute here.
Okay.
And being as a president, you have to stay, study, and learn which type of people is he going to appoint it to be a leaders in this nation.
Wow.
Should you understand me?
Yeah.
So he cannot just come in now and start appointing people. He have to stay to take just some days and see who are supposed to be appointed as this position and this position.
Do you agree with what Anas is saying?
What I'm saying basically is for people to start complaining about him being start appointing people, and so he has started already. If you don't forget, he has appointed his press secretary, he has appointed director of protocol, and so many personal aides. He has taken off. He has started. So what's the impatient all about?
Yes.
Well, what we are saying is, this is a long, tortuous journey.
Yeah.
Alhaji Musa. He started this for a very long time. I remember you've gone around the world. You've seen it. You see, you have even shadow ministers in US, in UK, and all that. Yeah. Because while you are campaigning, you start thinking of the people to work with and putting the names. But there are certain names that certainly, immediately you are swearing, you now mentioned those, like
just give him a time,
secretary to the government of the federation, and what have you.
Why people are holy? There will not be a suspicion for this.
No, it's not about me. I am a reporter, you understand? I am actually voicing out, because you people are analysts. That's why I'm asking. You are a APC member, but yes. I know Alhaji Musa is neither here nor there. He's a sympathizer and all that. I'm telling you, strictly a businessman.
You are
and that is why I'm saying,
yes.
Don't you think that by now we should know who is the secretary to the government of the federation?
Yeah,
we should know maybe a special advisor on security and things like that.
It's in order.
Let him land before
what you are talking about is in order anyway. But what we are saying is that If you remember, when the former president came in, President Buhari, it took him
6 months
to appoint.
And some people say that was the first mishap of his administration.
You see, even
because when you took that long time, what did we end up with? Are you satisfied with all the ministers that sat under him, or you think they have performed 100% or 90% or even 70%? Because there are some who scored them less than 20%. Even the wife of the former president scored him 50% in terms of performance.
Gaskia, me myself, if you are asking me about the ministers, for the past ministers, how am I going to score them for their performance? I will say they perform 20%. They didn't perform very well in this country.
Wow.
The reason why I say that, everybody know that President Muhammad Buhari is a trusted person, and he will not steal anybody money. But if you see this type of government that has been passed, the minister and the other parastatal, they didn't perform well.
So it's a problem.
How many trillions now they are saying that Nigeria has been earned from other countries? And
That's
all this thing, it is going to the pocket or the...
7 trillion.
Yes, and the pocket of the some minister and other parastatal.
All right.
So we need this present government that come now to look and see this delay is a very important to people. So let the government see where are they going to take and where are they going to pass, so that they can start appointing the people that this country is in their mind, and the people of this country is in their mind.
Okay,
so they are not going to do the things for their own benefit.
What kind of people? Because one of the questions, of course, I put here is, it is believed that Nigeria is sharply divided now between North and South. As a businessman and who leads, a serious organization in the country, how do you think the new president should approach this issue of picking the people to work with? Is it about political compensation?
Are you saying that the country is now divided?
This is what people are saying. Because we're looking at the election.
Okay.
Nobody is in doubt that it was about religion, it was about ethnicity, and many people are still angry with the outcome of the election for different reasons. Some for political reasons, some feel marginalized, some feel that the whole process was rigged and all that. Now, what do you think President Tinubu should do to heal wounds?
Well, when you begin to talk about the country being divided, the country has been divided for a very long time.
Yeah.
It just manifested quite openly this time around, more than other times. But the division has been there for even before we were born.
Wow.
That is the truth. For those of us, of course, for those of us that have seen it a little bit, maybe I can talk about Shagari's time. I was old enough, at least 1979, and I was old enough to know what took place at that time. So I'm competent enough to speak about that. But what I'm saying basically is that about the division in the country, that has been there for a very long time, both religiously and ethnically.
Yeah.
It has been there. So you can't take that away from us. But the truth of the matter is, election has come and election has gone. A winner has emerged. He has been sworn in. Everybody in this country is his own. There is no APC, no PDP, no
LP, NNPP. We have political.
We have a president in place, whether you are an LP man or PDP or NNPP or whoever you are. He's your president. There is nothing you can do about it. And that is the practical truth. And I know the Jagaba that I know little about, he's an exposed person, he's a very experienced person, and I know he's going to do the right thing. So I think we should be patient enough to give him some time so that he will make the right choice, instead of us putting pressure. And assuming let me tell you, Man Hamza, assuming the day he was sworn in, on that podium, he announced his appointment, people will still criticize him. You know it. You're a Nigerian, you know that.
But wouldn't it have been better than keeping people in suspense of sort?
No, but
because I know that if you go to Twitter and Instagram, you see some people saying that we don't even know official spokesperson. Many people are just,
Alache is the spokesperson to the president.
It's just maybe the one he actually carried forward from the campaign.
No, but who do you want him to carry from? Where do you want him to carry from? Not the people that helped him campaign?
It hasn't been announced officially. So this is where the issues...
The guy has started performing. For goodness sake, even though you are a journalist, I know you know more than me.
Yeah.
But I believe it is no more news that Jide Alaki is the spokesman to the president. The ADC that is standing behind him, that one too is not official?
That one is official.
But the director of protocol.
Yeah, that's the only official. You know that when they announced the director of protocol, they now mentioned, Alaki's name and another person. But they said no. The only genuine appointment there was actually the director of protocol.
Okay.
So you can see how, Nigerians are really curious people.
We are barely, when was the swearing in?
It was Monday.
It was on Monday. Today is Thursday. This is just Thursday. Why are we in a hurry? I mean, forget the fact that, look, you see, when you are outside, you can talk anyhow you want to talk.
Yeah, and that was why I said maybe the element in here.
Let me tell you, sir, you wouldn't know what it is until you sit down on that seat. Forget about all this noise, all about talking, saying this. It is when you get in there that you realize that, no, the way you are seeing it from outside is not the same way inside. So, when people start talking about criticizing leaders and talking about things like that, when you look at somebody, you size him up and see what kind of a person he is. Maybe he cannot even take care of his own family, his own house.
Wow.
But he's always there to criticize.
Let me just say one thing here.
Okay.
As you are saying that, let me start with you. You are a staff of this organization now. So let's assume now that they say you are the MD or chairman of the whole this place. Please, when you go for that chair, can you start appointed people? You go for director, you go for this, you go for this.
Well, I will give you an answer after this program.
So that's it now.
Now, ahead of the transition, Anas, a lot of back and forth, name calling, name dropping, accusation and counter accusations. Even though we didn't see that much at the national level, I will allow Musa to talk on what happened at the national level, but you are from Zamfara.
Yes.
It's like it wasn't a smooth transition between the person you served, that is Bello Matawalle, right? And Dauda Lawal, who took over from him. Why did your principal behave the way he did? Because the allocation we got was that he didn't even hand over properly. He took all the vehicles in the government house, that even cutleries, TV sets and all that, he took them out from the government house. Why?
Mala Hamza, please and please, if you want to say something here, please, you have to know what you are saying. People are watching us here.
That is why I'm asking. So and that's why we brought you,
someone
right?
said that Bello Matawalle have not left anything in the government house on his government, means he's saying something out of the sense. The reason why I have seen this, Governor Bello Matawalle was swearing in 2019. And he has been faced many challenges in the state. Firstly, he faced the poverty. Secondly, he faced the insecurity in the state. And he tried all his best to see all these things. He managed this, and
How did he manage?
Wait, let me tell you.
Okay.
You are a Nigerian.
Yes.
And you know the previous government, the way how they have been handling the insecurity of the state.
Are you referring to Buhari's administration?
No, I'm referring to Dr. Bello Matawalle Maradon. Administrative and the one before he entered office.
Okay.
Okay, please let's take it.
You are talking about Abdulaziz Yari, right?
Yes, Abdulaziz Yari, Mahmouda, and they go back to Yerima. Abi? So when you go for that, if you want to talk about the insecurity, Dr. Bello Matowalle Maradun, he has been faced many challenges for that insecurity. The reason why he left PDP, come back to APC, is how is he going to get the assistance from the federal government to just come and fight with this criminal and the bandit in the state?
Are you sure that is the only reason?
Yes.
No. People argue that he moved to APC believing that that is the only way he can secure second.
That is why you are saying people are saying.
Yeah.
But you didn't go for his mind.
You know,
yes,
truly it was for him
served under his government.
Yes.
So I know that Bello Matowalle very well, and I know him clearly. If they said he had been killed one person from one village or distant, Bello Matowalle Maradun, he will enter house, he will cry.
But can you should leader cry? Should leader cry, Anas?
Wait,
should leader cry instead of make attempt to address the problem?
He addressed the problem.
According to you?
Yes. He called this bandit. He settled with them. They say no. He called the federal government to give him the support to come and fight with this bandit. Federal government have not been very clear, but he tried with the possible things that he have to fight with those people. And when you compare with the previous government and the Bello Matowalle Maradun government, please take it, put it in a table, and let's consider and see how and why.
Okay, the question I ask you, which you should answer, is has he taken all the vehicles, around 70? Because the new governor alleged that he took away 17 cars.
See, in our traditional in Example states, each and every government and each and every governor, when he serves, if he is going to left, he is going to carry his convoy motors, not only the Bello Matowalle Maradun.
So what the governor said
they
is true.
say he didn't left anything in the office. Or even the TV, all this thing. Please, make you watch and see how Dr. Dauda Lawandari enter office. You see the furnitures, you will see the TVs. Is he the one that he supply it and put it in the government house?
Okay, thank you very much for this. I will come back to this question. Musa, before I come to you, we'll go on a short break. Viewers, don't go away. We'll be back shortly.
Part of efforts to support Africa's goal of strengthening.
Now looking at the activity chart, as you can see right here, a total volume of 130.
A Boko Haram crisis that at that time was restricted to Yobe.
How secure are they? You can see security men with blood.
This is the road leading up to the...
Already, if you look at England squad, you are looking at EPL, you are looking at their names. You are not looking at...
Welcome back. If you are just joining, you are watching Daily Politics on Trust TV. Do well to follow us across our social platforms on Facebook, Instagram, and watch us live on YouTube. I still have in the studio Alhaji Musa Kura Abubakar, President Nigerian Association of Auctioneers, and Comrade Anas Abdullahi Kaura, who served as Special Advisor on Urban and Regional Planning to former Governor Bello Matowalle of Zamfara State. Welcome back to the program.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, Musa, you heard what he said. He is trying to defend, is it the indefensible? Because I asked him a question, why did his principal took away all the vehicles in the government house, as alleged by the new governor? Why did he took away television, refrigerators, almost everything, allegedly? And it's like, it is the trend. And that's why I say I will leave the one at the national level, meaning that we can even venture into Kano to see how, you know, the new governor says he's going to probe Ganduje. If you go to Sokoto, the new governor has upturned all the appointments and all what was done soon after the election by outgone Governor Aminu Tambuwal. Why are we having this problem in Nigeria?
If you ask me that question, I will say it's an unfair question to me because I'm not a politician.
But a public commentator.
No, I am, but in fairness to me, if I try to comment on something that I don't know and I have no knowledge about.
Oh, you don't want to talk about it?
I
If
don't
you
want to
ask
because
that question,
I don't
ask
have
me.
knowledge about
I will come
I'm
to
a
you.
politician. Ask me. I'll give you all this.
In fairness,
Yes.
in fairness, if you ask me about the happenings in the country, I will be able to say one or two things about.
Okay, can you say about? Can you talk on the pattern of the transition generally? Is it clean?
You see, let me very clear with you, Mala Hamza. In this country, anything goes. It's unfortunate. If you look at it critically, how many governors were there when
Yes.
Most of them didn't attend the handing over.
Yeah, the handing over.
Because if you did well to your people, I see no reason why you should run away from them.
Yeah.
But if you know you have a skeleton in your cupboard, you don't have the guts to go there, because when you go there, people will stone you. People will boo you. So a lot of our officials, not only the immediate past ones, it has been the trend, as you said.
Yeah.
This is not the first time that the governors don't go to hand over publicly to their
After serving
their
for 8 years or for 4 years.
Their successors. It's not news.
It's not new.
So to me, it's a normal thing that is happening. When you are a governor or when you are a serving governor, you have all this retinue of vehicles. A governor is traveling with about a convoy of maybe 15, 20
or more. Yes.
Does it make any sense? I mean, as if
when they are leaving office, they live with them. Alleged in Zamfara.
Look, I'm not even concerned about whether you live with them or you don't live with them.
Okay.
If you are really there to serve the people, do you need to do all that?
So you're looking at the propriety of even maintaining long commute. I can see Anas is getting agitated.
Let him calm down.
Okay, calm down, Anas. He's pleading that you should calm down. Okay.
See, the reason why I want to talk, this is my position. And this is my feel.
Yes.
Please allow me to give you the answer for this.
Will you concede for him to voice out?
As I said, it is not.
He's going to talk.
Okay.
We are talking about reality here.
Yes.
What I'm saying is not fiction. It's reality. It's what we know. You understand? And I think the system, from the very beginning, is totally wrong. If you look at the Prime Minister of England, wherever he's going, you find out there is only one additional car apart from the car he's sitting
Exactly. Which is the protocol car. I think maybe there are two security
cars. That's why from the beginning of the show I told you that if people don't travel, they don't know what is happening in the world.
Yeah.
Unless you travel, it's a total madness
happening in Nigeria.
Exactly. If you are to maintain all those vehicles in the month, even to service them, how much do you think is going to cost the taxpayers?
It's really huge. But they are SUVs.
It's just not necessary. Most of those cars you are seeing around are bulletproofs. If they tell you how much the tires of those vehicles cost, you will be surprised. But you put 10, 15, 20 vehicles on the road as a governor. Now, the siren and all other protocols.
That intimidates people.
Sometimes in the night, 12 midnight, you hear siren going on in there.
Yeah, His Excellency is bad.
Some of these people need to go to psychiatric and check their heads.
So you have heard what he said. So you want to say something?
And I have
is it
no
true?
apologies.
Is it true? So I want you to answer. Is it true that your principal left with those vehicles?
It is not true.
Okay.
He's not left.
What about the treasury that it was empty?
So let me just give you.
Okay.
This is the paper that Bello Matola Maradon, he left office with the asset and the security with cash of 20 billion 597 million.
That was what Matola left.
Yes, he left.
Treasury.
Yes.
What about
asset and the security? Let me describe it for you. He has left packed. You know the pack meeting. When they go for pack meeting.
Yeah,
for this month. So he left 3 billion 897 million 239. Come back to CBN. He left CBN 3 billion 800 million. CBN investment pound. Come back to the Acrisal. He left 800 million. Come back to NG Kios. He left 2 billion 118 million. Come back to COVID-19, 500 million. So calculate this money. It will give you 11 billion, something that is left cash in the treasury account.
Are you sure of this? Because the governor.
Yes,
I'm sure of this.
This is what my governor has been signed for his handover.
What I'm saying.
This is his signature, okay. And this is the asset, and this is all what he left.
But honestly, it's one thing to say it.
So
when the new governor gets to office,
I'm coming.
Is it that the new governor is lying?
I'm coming.
Okay.
The reason what makes me surprised, how can a leader come publicly and start telling people lie?
You think you are saying that the new governor is
as a governor, whatever you are going to say it, you have to know what you are saying, because whatever you said, it is going publicly, people are hearing you. So how can you say that Dr. Bello Matola Maradon, he has not lived office with any kobo?
Yeah, he said
not anything in a treasury account. So as I have been described for you now, he left 20 billion.
Yeah.
597 million asset and the security. The money that he left cash is 11 billion 116 million.
It's okay.
In a government account.
Now are you thinking?
And there is, I'm coming, Hamza, I'm coming. You are asking me. I have to give you the answer.
I have gotten enough from the.
Should you understand?
Yes, I'm now asking that what the governor said. You say it's not true.
It's not true.
Now is your principal planning to go to court?
Yes.
He will challenge you?
Yes, we will challenge him. Me, I'm going to court with the governor. How can he tell that our principal is not left anything in the government?
Wow. Musa, I want you to come in now. What we have here is actually a replication of what is happening in many states. Do you think Tinubu will address some of these issues? Because if the head is rotten, definitely the...
What issues are you talking about?
The issue of this corruption, issue of pilfering public trust, and all that, because you can see almost all the governors that have taken over,
yes,
with the exception of where you have transition from godson to, from godfather to godson. Wherever the opposition, took over, they are actually in shouting match now.
You see, in as much as I don't want to get involved in
the politics of Anas and Co.
Yes. But I wouldn't want Anas to go to contradict himself on the issue of the vehicles and other things. Because he just said that.
Because earlier he mentioned that it's a tradition. But when I asked again, he said yes, he left.
What I'm saying here.
Okay.
So that
this issue, I'm coming.
Maybe he will
what
clear.
I'm saying, yes, I will clear the issue now. Thank you for your
interjection.
For interjection.
Yes.
See, let me say something for you. Many governors in our state, it's like something is like tradition.
Okay.
But this my governor, he has not left with the vehicles. I'm telling you this.
Okay, you didn't complete the statement earlier.
If you go for since JB Yakubu, Yerima, Bakura, Mahmoud Aliyu Shinkapi, Abdulaziz Yari Abakar, all this thing it has happened. But my governor, as
that all of them, all those governors, they left with the vehicle.
Yes.
Only Matawalle did not go with the vehicle.
Yes, if he say he left with the vehicle, please let him come and state that type of vehicle that he left with it.
But you had him on
I had it.
You had his voice saying that he left with 18.
Yes.
And it's not true.
No, it's not true.
Okay, so he has cleared. Maybe you can continue.
Thank you for your.
No, you see, the news has been trending around.
Yeah, okay, you also had it. Yeah.
This era of social media, you understand, you tend to be careful when what you look at or what you listen to, you know, because sometimes some people can fabricate something, and but on his own, the issue of the current governor and his predecessor is open. The governor said that his predecessor left with all the vehicles in government house, the TVs and everything. And this is going to be his worth against his predecessor. And maybe Malam Anas, Comrade Anas, is representing his governor, and he's trying to make sure that his name is not tarnished. But if you look at it critically, what does the governor stand to gain from this kind of allegation? It's too heavy. Yeah. It's too hefty, the allegation. The allegation is too hefty.
Someone
so what does he stand to gain by passing out? Because Anas is now telling the world,
world is watching,
that what the governor said is a lie.
And they are going to court.
It's a lie, and they are going to court. He personally is going to court against the governor.
Yes. Even though the governor has immunity, maybe you have to wait until after 4 years. I don't know.
No, whether the governor has immunity or he does not have immunity, if it is something that concerns Anas' integrity, he has the right to go to court.
Okay.
But the court cannot prosecute the governor because he has immunity.
Yes.
But that does not mean that the court cannot take action as far as his own case is concerned. You understand?
It could be hard.
It could be hard, and if there are facts and there are merits on his and what he filed in the court will do justice to him, and whoever it is against, even if the governor. The fact that the governor has immunity does not mean that the courts cannot listen to any case against him. That's not how it is. But what we are saying basically is, I would like to advise my brother here, Anas, that even though maybe he's sure of what he is saying, but I am looking at it from another angle, that probably the governor cannot just come on a public terrain and start saying this kind of
thing. You have had
new,
because he knows the implication.
He knows the implication. If you knew what you're saying,
is this an extension of the rivalry that pervaded ahead of the election? Because you know your governor was looking for second term under APC, while Dauda was actually the candidate of the PDP. There was serious acrimony in Zamfara. Are they extending the fight that predates the election now, after the election?
See, what I'm trying to say here is, as like my brother Musa said, whatever you said, you hear I'm saying here. People are not are hearing me and are looking at me, whatever I'm saying here, and I know people are watching.
You will be held to account,
So what I'm trying to say here, I have the evidence, and whatever I'm going to say here, I have it here.
That's what the monetary aspect.
On the monetary aspect.
But the question I ask is that
in a politics,
this their fight.
Why is not going to be stopped.
Wow.
Yes.
You think?
Because how can you swearing in as a governor and start publication saying that the governor has doing this and doing this and doing this? We that we are loyalists to him, can we look at him and we will not take it lightly?
Wow.
But let him just concentrate on his own government.
It's a serious one.
Most of you are in the court, right?
Yes.
You are in the court saying that
we are in the court. We win the election.
Who?
Yes.
How?
Let me tell you.
Okay.
You cannot come and declare the election. There is two reasons that make Dr. Bello Matola Marazun to be.
Excuse me.
Yes.
Sorry.
Yes.
Malam, you know, if a case is in court,
We're just touching the periphery.
No,
I'm not going to sit here.
It will be prejudice. I just want to give you advice.
Madam Musa, I have something to say here. I have to say what is happening.
Only advising because
thank you for your advice. Thank you for your advice.
Prejudice for us to speak about it.
So wait, thank you for your advice.
We have to be careful.
You are right.
Mala. I have to see what I have been seeing in Zamfara State.
No, forget about. We have reported that.
Yes.
You are in court.
Yes.
You agree.
Yes.
But don't you think you people should shelve the acrimony? That is the question I ask. To allow the governor concentrate on governance while you wait for the decision of the court.
So that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
If he concentrate on his government,
to advise both
nobody.
Both the governor and the outgoing.
Yeah.
Let me just land.
All right, Anas.
As he's swearing in as a governor, what we are expecting from him is to concentrate on his government.
Okay. As I said.
But he trying to what am I going to call it? Yes, to create more problems because he's trying to No. He's trying to, I don't know how to call it.
Sentiment?
No. Our governor, he's trying to tarnish his image.
Okay, to tarnish the image of
he's coming to the public and saying something that is not happening in Zamfara State publicly, and people are hearing him.
All right, thank you.
Instead of him, instead of him to concentrate on his government, he's not doing that. He just go to another angle, start fighting, and we are here.
All right.
But if he concentrates on his government, we are praying for him.
Okay, fine.
Till when the judgment from the court.
Thank you very much. Please, I want you to make a general recommendation for the old and the new governments on the way to go. As a final comment from you.
Well, as far as I am concerned,
yes.
If the new government think it is wise for them to concentrate their time on trying to dig out whatever the past government has done, I think they will spend the next 4 years without achieving anything.
They won't achieve anything.
Exactly, but because...
Is it because the rot is too much?
It's too much. It's too much. That is number one. Number two is that they have a lot on their table. So if you try to mix what the other government did or what they have left behind
with what you want
and what you want to do, I don't think you achieve anything. But that does not mean that if somebody committed an offense, that he should not be checked.
Okay, so it's like double-edged, your recommendation.
Yeah, double-edged.
While they should not dissipate energy unnecessarily,
yes.
If there are infractions that are genuine, they should
there has to be always a deterrent measures.
Okay.
Against anybody. Nobody is above the law. The problems we are facing in this country today is because some people felt they are above the law. The impunity. Right? And that is why today the whole system has collapsed. Because there are some people that felt they are above the law. They can do anything and get away with it.
And they shouldn't be allowed to go scot-free.
And they shouldn't be allowed to go scot-free.
Okay.
But while doing that, you are elected by the people for a reason. For a reason. So while you are trying to maybe check what your predecessors did, you should also be mindful that you don't have time on your hands.
And also be mindful of what you are doing.
You also have to.
All right, thank you. Because we have run out of time. I will give you 30 seconds. What is your final take on the problem in Zamfara? Just 30 seconds.
The final set what I'm going to set here is let the governor and the government has been concentrate on his government, not to enter or to tarnish somebody's image. to saying something publicly that is not true and it is not genuine.
Right.
So I'm advising him, let him concentrate on his own government.
Okay.
Not to come and saying somebody do that and somebody do that.
Yeah.
If you had something is happening, there is many ways that you can take an action.
Just like going
you should
to court.
go to court.
All right.
That's the
Thank you very much, Comrade Anas Abdullahi Kaura, who served as special advisor to former Governor Bello Matawalle on urban and regional planning in Zamfara. Thank you for coming to the program.
Thank you so much.
And we appreciate your contribution. And Alhaji Musa Kura Abubakar, President Nigeria Association of Auctioneers. I hope we have time to come and speak on auction and all that.
No, we'll do another time.
All right, thank you very much for coming to the program. And honestly, we appreciate your contribution, the perspective you added to the conversation.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming. And that's a wrap on today's program. Viewers, thanks for watching and do join us again. I'm Hamza Idris.